Tired of isekai where the hero gets god powers, a harem, and a kingdom by episode 2? Yeah, same here. That's why today, we're diving into the forgotten corners of the genre, where the protagonist picks up trash, returns with PTSD, or just wants to be left alone. No vending machines, no cheat codes, just weird, underrated gems that flip the script. So, no more waiting, let's dive in. Number 10, the weakest tamer began a journey to pick up trash.
エアスライムはどれだ？よこしな。
ダメ、やめて。暴れるんじゃないよ。手間かけさせないでよね。
おい、どうした？当たったろ。
シエル。強い。
This one doesn't throw flashy battles or overpowered skills at you, but it does hit deep. Ivy is born with a 0-star taming skill in a world where your rank decides your worth. And 0 stars, that makes her disposable. Abandoned by her parents and treated like a curse, Ivy survives by doing what nobody else wants to: collecting trash. That is, until she finds a tiny injured slime, and everything changes. Together, they begin a quiet, emotional journey through a cold world that has already written her off. There's no revenge plot, no sudden glow-up, just kindness, survival, and quiet strength. If you're in a low mood and want something peaceful for the weekend, this is your cozy escape. Number 9, quality assurance in another world.
Is that the head guard? He's a monster. What the hell is going on?
Hey,
Huh?
why'd you look so scared? I'm only gonna you a new sloppy hole. Unless there's something else you'd like me to do to you. I could take your ball bags and or maybe bump her with my tongs.
I don't know what he's saying, but how he's saying it is freaking me out.
That was some of the vilest language I've ever heard.
Hang on, you understood him?
Unfortunately, I did.
I do not envy your active listening skills.
I'm a master at shoving pain down your throat with so much force it comes.
How is this dungeon so riddled with bugs? I'll pull aggro and keep him distracted. Nicola, I need you to stay as far back as you can. Amino, chip away at his health.
I'm on it.
If you've ever raged at a game bug or questioned whether life's just one big glitch, this one's for you. Meet Haga, a cold, expressionless QA engineer who treats an entire fantasy world like a buggy game. Glitches, inconsistencies, logic errors, he sees it all. And he's here to patch things up, not save the day. While knights chase dragons and villagers scream about prophecies, Haga's out here fixing the code and casually ignoring emotionless cues like they're optional. It's a slow burn brain mystery with bizarre logic, existential dread, and a protagonist who doesn't know what vibes are. Sound weird? It is, but weird in the best way. And speaking of weird, it would be pretty odd if you've watched this far and haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Come on, you know you're gonna look for this video again later, so make it easy. Hit that subscribe button. Number 8, Uncle from Another World.
暴れるなアリシア重い黒木俺もアリシアだけずり
メイベル？面白いかなって。二人とも顔怖くないですか？
The only thing scarier than being isekai'd is your uncle being isekai'd and coming back with a magic complex. After 17 years in a fantasy world, Uncle wakes up from a coma. With spells, 0 social skills, and an unhealthy obsession with 90s Sega games. He moves in with his nephew and starts casually casting spells, ranting about elves, and reliving his gloriously awkward adventures. Turns out his fantasy life was not so glamorous. Misunderstood, attacked, ignored by townsfolk, and totally oblivious to the elf girl who clearly loved him. This anime is a goldmine of deadpan humor, nostalgic throwbacks, and genre-savvy twists. It's weird, hilarious, and just sad enough to hit you in the feels. Watch it with your uncle, but don't expect him to come back the same. Number 7, no longer allowed in another world.
異世界失格ありがとう鈴木くん満足のいく作品が書けたよだが残念なことにとは呼べない
なぜ今ここに力が逆流していく送り返したというのか
傑作を書き損ねたまた僕の感性を刺激するようなものは
Imagine getting isekai'd and being more miserable than before. Well, I guess the vibe matched here. Our main guy is a suicidal novelist from 1940s Japan who lands in a fantasy world and immediately wants to leave. No swords, no leveling up, just existential dread, a haunted stare, and a world that keeps getting weirder. The dragons don't care, the demons are annoying, and the supposed quest? He's not doing it. Instead, he stumbles through absurd situations with the energy of a man who'd rather be anywhere else. This isn't a hero's journey. It's a therapy session that got lost in a dungeon. Bleak, bonkers, and brutally funny, it's the isekai that mocks the genre while spiraling into glorious chaos. Number 6, Handyman Saitoyo in Another World.
自分のできることを
サイト
お前ってやつは
サイト
Sometimes isekai without magic or cheat skills feel too real. And that's exactly the vibe here. Saitoyo gets isekai'd and instantly becomes the party's MVP by doing what nobody else can. Being useful. It literally hits differently. He fixes armor, unlocks treasure chest, remembers inventory, and basically does everything the so-called heroes are too lazy or dumb to handle. The mage forgets his spells, Saitoyo's got him. The warrior loses his sword again, Saitoyo finds it, probably in his own bag. It's like watching your dad get isekai'd and clean up everyone's mess. No world-ending quests, no god-tier powers, just top-tier multitasking, emotional support, and toolbox supremacy. Number 5, the Faraway Paladin.
財宝を巻き込むゆえやりたくはなかったな
マキシマムはかからないですよそうですオルトゥウィル殿
Without any cheat skills, this kid's biggest flex is being raised by a ghost, a mummy, and a skeleton, and somehow turning out mentally stable. Will starts his life in a ruined city, surrounded by undead guardians who teach him everything: how to fight, have faith, and not grow up into a trash human being. It's a slow burn with actual character development. No instant godhood. Will struggles, learns, and grows like a real person. The world building is deep, the story's very heartfelt, and the fantasy actually feels epic. It's that rare isekai where you'll stick around not for power-ups, but for soul-searching skeleton parenting and a hero who actually earns the title. Number 4, The Executioner and Her Way of Life.
先輩以外先輩の全部が好きなのにこんなの許さない絶対に絶対に全部嫌い大嫌い先輩以外みんな死ね
Usually in isekai, heroes are welcomed. In this one, they're executed. Plot twist: that's why Minyo exists, to quietly erase them before their overpowered abilities wreck reality. But when she meets Akari, a bubbly girl who casually rewinds death like a cheat code, her clean kill mission turns into a dangerous spiral of time loops, lies, and twisted affection. Throw out your chosen one fantasies, this isekai runs on blood, secrets, and survival. With sleek animation, Yuri-charged tension, and jaw-dropping plot twists, it constantly flips the script and keeps you guessing who the real monster is. Just a heads up, this dark, emotionally loaded ride will slap you awake. Number 3. Parallel World Pharmacy. While most isekai characters have swords, this one's got penicillin, public health policies, and a degree in pharmacology. After dying from too much work, relatable, right? He reincarnates in a medieval world and immediately starts curing people with terrifying levels of science. He gives real diagnoses, actual medicine, and the occasional plague panic. He basically becomes fantasy world's walking WHO. Nobles panic, priests scream witchcraft, and he's out here explaining germ theory like it's revolutionary. Because, well, I guess it is. The anime is smart though, heartwarming, and weirdly educational. Like a TED Talk in a tunic. Number 2, The Great Cleric.
俺はルシエルジョブ治癒士こっちの世界にもブラックってあるのヒール
This one is every tired adult's dream. Switch careers, change worlds, still get underpaid, but at least there's magic. Luciel dies and gets a second chance. As a priest. But it's just non-stop grinding, shady guilds, overpriced potions, and daily clerical duties that feel suspiciously like a fantasy office job. He has to heal bruises, dodge scams, and somehow not die during training that looks more like a boot camp. His only cheat skill? Relentless work ethic and not giving up. No flashy heroism, just pure hustle. Disclaimer, you might get some tears while watching the struggles. Number 1, The 12 Kingdoms.
Had no money. Or food. But that's no excuse for what we were going to do. We were going to use the sword to get...
Listen to me. You've changed quite a bit since we first met back then. Even your face is different. Have you noticed that? You must have gone through a lot since then. You have such a sweet face now. That's why I felt safe with you joining us. So there's no reason for you to apologize.
Rakushin. It's because of Rakushin. I've become a better person.
This anime is a rare find. One minute, Yoko's a high school student. The next, she's tossed into a brutal world with monsters, betrayal, and zero survival skills. No welcome party, just congrats, you're queen now. Good luck not dying. What follows is a beautifully painful ride through political power plays, spiritual awakenings, and identity breakdowns. It's deep, complex, and actually expects you to pay attention. There's no fluff. The 12 Kingdoms throw heavy themes, real consequences, and zero hand-holding your way. It's Game of Thrones meets a spiritual awakening with way better character development. An underrated classic that doesn't just isekai the character, it transports you straight into the chaos. And with this, our list of 10 little-known isekai anime comes to an end. If you've added even a single anime to your bucket list, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.